environment. When Dorothea had asked her mom about the possibility of being homeschooled, Carol had responded, "In order to feed and clothe you and your sister, I have to work 2 jobs. I can't take on another responsibility, honey." Carol owned and operated the Strawberry Inn. Unless there was a festival in town, very few guests ever stayed overnight. For extra spending money, she waitressed at the all-night diner just down the street. Dorothea had pouted. "You don't understand, Mama. Without Lindy and Ryan, I'll have no friends. I'll be tormented." Carol had looked at her with compassion. "I'm sorry, honey, but girls like us have to learn to be as tough as nails. It's the only way we can find happiness." Girls like us. Different? Unattractive? Dorothea's attention returned to the present as the gorgeous, popular, and oh-so-cruel Harlow Glass stepped into her path. 2 other gorgeous, popular, and oh-so-cruel girls flanked Harlow's sides: Madison Clark and Charlene Burns. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the ugliest girl of all?" Harlow asked. "Spotty Dotty," Madison piped up. "The wannabe hottie." Charlene smiled a cold smile. Despite the heavy thud of her heartbeat, Dorothea stood her ground. "Want change? You have to be the change." "My name is Dorothea." "Oh, my bad, Dorkthea." Harlow held up a can of whipped cream as if it were a weapon of mass. Wait, had the vicious brunette just called her Dorkthea? Dreams of a successful school year began to implode. Harlow sneered at her. "Are you gonna cry? You look like you're gonna cry." Madison and Charlene giggled. As Harlow sprayed a stream of whipped cream into one girl's mouth, then the other, she said, "Look, Dorkthea, I'm not going to sugarcoat the truth because you'll probably eat it. You are a dork, and ugly, and fat. Face it, you're a disgusting she-creature." Dorothea's cheeks blistered with humiliation, her lungs deflating. She'd tortured herself all summer, running 5 miles every morning. Still, she carried extra weight. "Be strong, be brave." "I won't sugarcoat the truth either," she said, lifting her chin. "True beauty isn't the size of your body, but the size of your heart. Your heart is small, making you the most hideous girl I've ever met." Sky blue eyes glittered with venom. Madison and Charlene huffed and puffed with indignation. Score! Harlow won, Dorothea won, all tied up. "Ask any boy in school to choose between the pretty girl and the nice one with a heart of gold," Harlow grated. "Heck, ask any boy in the world. Guess who will win every single time?" Be strong, be brave, stand up for yourself. Easier said than done. Harlow had a way of stripping a girl of her humanity and leaving a wounded animal. "Who a boy chooses doesn't matter," Dorothea said, knowing deep down it was true. "With your own words, you proved boys can be as ignorant as you are." The girl's mouth opened and snapped closed. All right, time to go before things got worse. Could they get worse? Yes. Dorothea took a step backward, intending to run, when she smacked into a wall. No, not a wall, but a person, she realized with a gasp. As strong hands settled on her waist to steady her, she glanced over her shoulder to see Daniel Porter. Her crush, her eternal flame, her one and only. A senior, just as beautiful on the inside as he was on the outside. She'd adored the boy since the first day of kindergarten, when she'd skinned her knee during gym and he'd come to her rescue, acting as her crutch while she limped to the nurse's station. Today, he was taller, of course, and cut with muscle, and he was peering at her with the most beautiful gold eyes framed by thick black lashes. Peering at her.